Here's why you should avoid tax deed overages, why I don't like them, and why you probably won't like them either if you go down that rabbit hole. So let's dive in. So first off, what is a tax deed overage? What a lot of people don't realize is when a property sells at a tax deed sale, anything above and over the existing price of the opening bid can be claimed. Like the homeowner can actually go and claim that money. So there's a whole business and industry called tax overages, right? So maybe you've heard of them, and it can be, some people make money at it, and I would say maybe 1% of people who are the absolute sharks at this business make money in this business. So for guys like you and I, it's gonna be really, really hard, and I wanna explain why that is. So let me riddle you with this question right now. Somebody calls you up, ring ring on the telephone, and says, hey, you have $15,000 owed to you. Would you like it, right? And you're gonna say, well, yes, I would like it. Where is it? And then the guy on the phone says, well, I can't tell you exactly where it is or what it is. How are you gonna react to that? You're gonna be like, what the heck is this? It's a scam, right? So first off, the reason you have to say that is because if you don't, the other person can go and actually claim the overage for themselves, right? So if you reveal to them without getting like documents and papers signed, they're just gonna go and do it themselves. So you have to be kind of discreet when you get them on the phone, and you gotta dodge the topic so they don't just go do it, right? Because a lot of these homeowners, you know, it can be tough when they get foreclosed on at the tax auction. So first off, it's an emotionally charged situation, but secondly, from there, it's just a tough sell, right? You got to be pounding the phones and text messaging, and it's getting harder and harder with the cold calling laws and the text messaging laws and things like that. So people will have an army of virtual assistants, and it can be very, very hard. And by the time it's all said and done, you're making like $10 an hour by the time you collect on that overage. And it can be a very complex process. And some of the places in the laws and regulations don't even allow you to collect high amounts on it. So as we get into this, if you're interested in making money with tax liens and deeds and real estate, you want to avoid the risks, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to this channel, because a lot of people who watch aren't subscribed, and then you miss out on all of the good information that could save you a lot of money, help you avoid mistakes. So hit the subscribe button, give us a thumbs up if you're liking this video. It'd be greatly appreciated. And make sure to ask a question in the comments, because that's a lot of my topics for these upcoming videos. So one of the things that happens with a tax deed overage that the homeowner doesn't realize is when their property sells. So say there's a $100,000 house, right? The opening bid's 10 grand, it sells for 30. Technically there's $20,000 there that homeowner can go claim. However, the county does not put up like a beacon or a red flag saying, hey, come get this money. Because what the homeowner doesn't realize is that after a certain amount of time, whether it be 3-5 years, that money goes back to the county. So they don't actually really put in much effort of letting people know. And a lot of the times after the foreclosure and things like that, you know, they just kind of move on. So that's where the overage industry is created. And by the way, if before you leave this video, if you want to start with tax liens and deeds, there's a free book and mini course to start below. It'll walk you through it step by step, 100% free on-demand training. I used to sell it. Now I give it away. Clearly I'm biased towards tax liens and deeds as opposed to overages. But the thing is like we've went down the road, and with these overages, it's just hard. Like it is just a grind, because first off, you're up against that psychological barrier in the first place of, you know, you talk to someone on the phone and you can't tell them where the money is, and there's so many scams and things like that going on. So there's a lot of competition. It takes a while. You have to file all these paperwork. You have to get, you know, all of the ability to go and collect this money on that person's behalf. So there's a lot of mail. There's a lot of back and forth. And then sometimes the check even will go to the homeowner, and then they have to send you a check. It can be a pain in the butt. Like for the amount of money, for as far as the juice being worth the squeeze, in my opinion, it's not worth it. Yes, there are people who do it, and it's like anything, there are sharks at the top who absolutely dominate the industry. Like they have a team, you know, they got a team of maybe a couple lawyers or attorneys on staff. They got a team of virtual assistants. They're skip tracing, they're cold calling, you know, they're doing it. And it is so competitive which is why I'm not the biggest fan of it, you know? Every jurisdiction is going to be a little bit different, the legal work involved, and it could also open up legal disputes and things like that, especially if, you know, then the person finds out, say there's 20 grand to be collected, and then you take a large chunk of that, and then the homeowner gets upset, you know, it can be a pain in the butt. So that's why I'm not the biggest fan of tax deed overages. It's just tough. Like, it's a tough business. Just the whole premise in the beginning is you're up against, you know, hey, you are owed, you know, you're owed $20,000. I can help you get it. Other person on the phone. Oh, where is it? Oh, I can't tell you that. Right? So that's why I'm not a big fan of it. It's hard. Now, clearly there's people who have courses and things like that to maybe help you optimize. But one thing that I'm dead certain of is the fact that by the time you're done, you could be making 15, 20 bucks an hour for most people. Now, some might get a home run out of the gate, and those are the people you'll see in the videos and the testimonials for, you know, the course on it. And that's just how it goes. Some people will get lucky. Same thing with real estate, tax liens and deeds. I like them more because they're way more predictable. It takes way less effort, way less work. You go to a tax deed sale, you know what's going on, and away you go, you know? And if anything, you can just do the homeowner a solid and do a lot of goodwill. When you buy your tax deed, if you're in conversation with the homeowner, you can say, hey man, I bought this property for, you know, opening bid was 10, I bought it for 20, you're owed 10 grand. You know, here's a little pamphlet on how to get it. Go to the county, call, get 10 grand, and be on your way. And, you know, you're having a much more positive impact. You know, a lot of people say like, oh, you're a tax deed vulture, you're just going in and taking people's homes. It's like, listen, this is the agreement we all signed up to. Everybody has to pay their property taxes, right? So at the end of the day, we know that's coming down the pipeline, right? If you want, you could go be, you know, a hunter-gatherer, live in the Arctic somewhere, and I don't think anyone's going to come bother you. But in this society, we pay taxes, and if you don't, you know, you're going to lose your home. The best thing you can do is try to have a positive impact. If you get that property, let the homeowner know that there's money left over that they can go claim. They can be better off because of it. And you're actually helping the county when you buy tax deeds as well, because, you know, you're putting that property back on the tax roll, and they're going to pay the school teachers, they're going to pave the roads, they're going to do all that good stuff with it. We're here to run a business, right? So if you're going to make that comment of, oh, you're stealing. No, you're not. You're buying a property for the back taxes, opening bid, away you go. So that's why I like tax liens and deeds over it. You can make way more money. If you want to get started with tax liens and deeds, literally below I have the best selling program on how to get started, and it's totally free. Tax lien and deed investing 101, tax deed investing 101, a free book on how to start, totally free. Click in the description where it says more. You'll go to a link, you can opt in. Some people can't find it, just click that more button. And then from there, if you want my help, you can book a call and we'll help save you 3 to 5 years on your tax lien investing. We'll build you a game plan, get you going. Those links are below. If not, make sure subscribe to the channel. We got lots of good stuff coming out. My goal is to help this community, help you get started in this business and avoid some of the costly mistakes. So thanks a lot for watching. Check out the free stuff below. We'll catch you in the next video.